Hey there, my friends. How you doing today? Hope the week is off to a good start for you. We got some beautiful weather here in South Alabama, albeit a little bit warmer than I like this time of year, but it's not that bad, and generally got to be grateful for just being alive, right? Today I want to share something. I think I may have shared this one before, or maybe mentioned it in another video. I don't think I've done a video on it, but about how to calm your nervous system. This is a very simple relaxation technique. I've been kind of playing with this one for the last year from time to time, and I was doing it the other day, and it just really kind of clicked. Well, one of the reason it clicked, and I'll talk about the technique here in a minute, and also too, let me just go ahead and get this one out of the way because I'll forget to say it. When it comes to any sort of breath work, even though this is very basic type stuff, be sure to consult a medical professional if you have any medical issues, heart issues, breathing issues, what have you. I think it's most safe for most people, but just do your due diligence on that. And it's very good for lowering the heart rate. In fact, that's what kind of got me, kind of sparked me to do this video. I was a little anxious the other day, and I laid down on my bed. This was not meditation, this was later in the day, and I was actually getting close to getting ready to go to bed, and I was a little bit anxious. I had some things on my mind, and I don't know why, but for some reason I decided to get out I have this little heart rate, and that checks your heart rate and your blood, what am I trying to say? Like how well oxygenated your blood is. And I put that on, and I did this simple breathing technique just for a few minutes. I mean, it didn't really take that long, and I saw my heart rate just lower and lower and lower and lower. And it got down, it peaked, it bottomed at about 55 beats per minute. Now that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not a trained athlete who does a lot of cardio, so some people will even have a lower heart rate than that, but it's not about getting the lowest heart rate. It was just how I felt when I got that down like that. It was just like I was naturally more relaxed, and it just kind of helped with my anxiety. Like when we can relax like that, the anxiety is not so bad. And also too, I'm not talking about medical clinical anxiety that people take medication for. That's a whole different cause. And the basic gist of this is it's a longer exhale than the inhale. To be specific, the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. And I would say I inhale for 4 and I exhale for 8. If you haven't done this before, start anywhere. You might just inhale, big deep breath of 2, exhale for 4. Maybe if that's pretty easy or it feels okay to you, slow inhale to 3 and exhale for 6. The point just being that the exhale is longer than the inhale. And there's a number of different breathing techniques that involve a longer exhale. Some that are an inhale, then an exhale, then a breath hold, or then an inhale, then a breath hold, and then an exhale. But this one pretty simple, and it should be, like I say, you should feel it rather quickly. One thing else, I don't know, it's like sometimes things just click with me, even though I've practiced this a fair amount of times. And I wouldn't say I practice it regularly. I kind of use it as a tool for when I need it. Although I think I'm going to start using it on a regular basis. And one of the times I think I'm going to start using it is kind of as an appetizer to meditation. I meditate daily, and sometimes it takes me a while. That monkey mind's jumping around, and it takes me time to settle in. It almost a lot of times feels like maybe the first 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 minutes are just kind of like settling myself down. So doing just a couple or 3 minutes of this before I go into meditation, I want to play with that a little bit and see how that works. Now, I wrote some of the stuff down here because the sciencey stuff, I always forget terms and just different particulars. But basically what's happening when you exhale for a longer duration than your inhale, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and reduces your stress. And some of the things like one of the benefits of it is stress reduction. It can help with improved focus. A lot of that, when we slow down, when we're anxious, our mind's jumping around. So when we can slow our breath down like that and get really centered and calm, we can tend to focus a little bit more. And also, too, just the fact of you get into a rhythm of focus when you are doing this simple breath work. And it also helps with better regulating our emotions. So one thing I would say is like, I just like to introduce things like this. I'm not somebody that's teaching breath work or teaching relaxation techniques. I like to share. I like to share things I come across. I like to share things that I'm working on. So like everything, I always recommend, like if you've got any other questions and stuff about it, to go and just Google it. Or if you're using any AI now, I'll tell you what, I'm doing a lot of research these days and getting a lot of good answers on things from AI. I specifically use the free version of ChatGPT, but and it cuts through doing research so quick. I was doing some stuff the other day, and it just amazed me how fast that is getting. But yeah, like I said, just start wherever you are, and it can just be something as simple as breathing. I'll tell you what, we'll do 3 and 6. So we're breathing in. And after you do that a few times, you'll get into the rhythm of it. And like I say, if you want to work your way up from it a little bit, work your way up from three count on the inhale, 6 count on the exhale, to 4 and 8. I think I'm even going to play with it and go a little bit further, and just see how, I like to play with that a little bit and see like how just smooth and the least amount of breaths you can take in a minute. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to finish it here, because like I say, if I talk a lot more about this stuff that's not like I'm no expert on, it might just confuse. So there's also a link down below. A lot of times I Google things when I'm interested like this, and I found an article that has some good simple breath work like this, and to expand on this. It just kind of caught my eye, so I thought I'd share it with you. But anyhow, hope you find this beneficial. Hope you're having a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and I'll see you here again before the week's done. Peace.